Yo, what's up guys? It's Anthony from Likbf. Alright, I know it's been a while since I shot a video. That's because I had some technical issues my last time out. I filmed the whole weekend, came home, went to go upload my footage and it said corrupt data. So I'm not sure how to fix that. I wasn't even sure if there was a fix for it. So if you guys have any information on how to fix that, or you guys have come across this problem yourselves, please comment down below. And if you guys could tell me how to fix that, I greatly appreciate it. It's very frustrating because Manasquan was probably one of my best tournaments ever. I had all 3 fish over 18 inches and no footage to show. So, alright, so we got a tournament coming up tomorrow on the Peconic River. It was supposed to be an evening tournament. It was going to start actually at noon, end at 8 p.m. But due to the heat index, we're having a heat wave here in New York. It's supposed to be 105 degrees, and with the humidity, it's just unsafe. So we bumped the tournament up to early morning. So we're going to be fishing 5 to 1 tomorrow. I also wanted to let you guys know I'm going to be changing up the format for this channel a little bit as far as tournament coverage. We're going to do a pre-tournament segment. Basically, I'm going to show you guys how I prepare for a lake, how I select baits that I'm going to be throwing on a lake, whether it's a lake I fished before or not, and then I'll show you guys the lineup of baits I'm going to be using. Then we're going to go out and fish, and then anything could happen while we're fishing. I'm going to bring you guys the regular footage I always do, but if I make adjustments, whether it be color, whether it be switching to a different bait, different presentation that we didn't speak about, I'm going to make those adjustments. I'll let you guys know why I made those adjustments and stuff, and then we'll do a post-tournament recap. So we'll go over the the end of the tournament, how I ended up doing. If I did poorly, then we'll maybe reach out to some other anglers in the club who did well, find out what was working for them. Basically what I want to do is I want to give you guys as much information as I can, instructional information on how to fish these lakes and what's working for particular tournaments and stuff like that. So I figured the more information I give you guys, and the more you guys learn from me, and also by you guys commenting and giving feedback, I plan on learning from you as well. That being said, I want to do more gear reviews and also some more on the water, like instructional videos. So put some comments down below. Let me know what type of content you guys want to see on the channel. I'm also going to speak to the club. We want to start doing some giveaways on the channel and really getting our numbers up. So we appreciate any subscriptions and feedback from you guys. This way we can build this channel up and make it bigger and better. So with that being said, I'm going to take you guys downstairs, show you guys how I got my kayak set up for tomorrow, and the starting lineup of baits that I'm going to be using for this tournament. Alright, come on, let's go. Alright, so going from the front, one thing I did too was I got the kit for the Malone trailer to actually lower the kayak. So the kayak's sitting about 8 inches lower than it was. It was up way too high. So I'm trying to back it in the water and let it float off. It was $40 for the kit, and it came basically with just the crossbars there, and I was able to lower the kayak down a bit. I'm curious to see how it's going to be when I launch it tomorrow. Also, I got the bungees on here now. I went to the Upper Chesapeake Bay to fish the KBF trail event, and I lost my hatch on the road. I had to make a 2-hour trip to get another one, and basically I'm putting the bungees over there now just for extra precaution. But inside there I got my paddle, my hog trough, and my PFD ready to go. Nothing really to see. Moving along. Okay, so like I said, I don't have my electronics set up for tomorrow. This lake is too shallow. I don't think I'm going to need electronics. A lot of times my actual transducer that I hang over the side bottoms out. That's how shallow the lake is, or it gets caught up with grass. So to avoid that and to be able to paddle over a lot of the mats that I plan on punching tomorrow, I took the electronics off. I replaced that with the cup right there. I like putting my pliers and stuff, and you know, my hooks and everything in that cup right there. So I'm gonna use that for tomorrow right there. Also, I was able to take my transducer and I tucked it under here and ran it inside the hatch, and then I'm just gonna wrap it in like a towel or something like that to keep it from banging around. And tucked under there didn't hurt the wire at all. So if you guys have, you know, a setup where you don't feel like taking your electronics, you could take them off and just run the wire, goes right under there. It doesn't bother it at all. Other than that, the rest of the kayak is pretty much, you know, set up as normal. I got my seat set up, and you know, my black pack, and power pole definitely should come into play tomorrow. I think that we're going to have about 12-mile-an-hour winds. It's still going to be hot, but it'll be a little windy, so I think the power pole will come into play. So, all right, let's talk about some of the baits I'm going to be throwing tomorrow. Alright, so here's the starting lineup for tomorrow. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by throwing a 1/4 ounce Dirty Jigs Finesse Swim Jig. I basically always start out throwing this bait. For the most part, it's one of my favorite baits. I could chuck this thing up under trees, skip it, flip it, pitch it. Mostly I like to swim it though. I drove past the river the other day, and the grass is all matted up to the surface, but in between the mats there's lanes of clear water. So I'm going to swim this you know, through those clear lanes. I could even swim this, it's light enough, it's a 1/4 ounce, I could swim this over the top of the mat and make a commotion. I've gotten hit doing that plenty of times. So I'm going to start off with that search bait first thing. As the sun gets up a little bit, I'm going to switch over to a punching setup. The grass is growing in pretty thick and it's matted up. I'm thinking it was 105 degrees out today with the heat index. We're in the middle of a heat wave here on Long Island. So gas might be getting underneath that grass to cool off. The water's probably a little cooler under there. They might be, you know, getting themselves in that thick stuff to stay cool. So I'm going to start off throwing this Strike King Rage Craw with a 1.5 ounce River to Sea trash bomb. This thing will get down, you know, through anything. It's a pretty big tungsten weight. So I'm going to start off with that, and then also, you know, throwing a frog, just a straight up summertime pattern, throwing a frog over the mat, see if we can get bit earlier in the morning. So that's basically going to be my lineup for tomorrow. I throw this bait on a 7:3-to-1 gear ratio 13 fishing reel, and then I use a Fitzgerald rods Brian Schmidt series swim jig rod designed specifically for throwing swim jigs. On this setup, I have a 6:3-to-1 13 fishing Concept A on a Fitzgerald rods Okeechobee rod. The rod was designed by Fitzgerald rods specifically for throwing, you know, flipping and pitching in the grass on Lake Okeechobee. And the frog, I throw the frog on a Dobbins Fury. It's a 7'3". It's a heavy action rod with a fast tip, and I throw that on a 13 fishing Concept A as well, 7'3"-to-1. And then these two right here, I throw on 65-pound braid, and then the swim jig I throw on 16-pound fluorocarbon. So that's my setups for tomorrow. I'll show you guys the rods and reels sometime during the day tomorrow. So that's my game plan. This is what I'm going to start out with. If we have to go to a worm, I'll probably throw a Neko rig, and I'll show you guys that as well on video. So that about wraps it up for tonight. All right, I'm about to hit the rack, go to bed. I got to wake up at 3 in the morning. So I'll see you guys first thing in the morning, and let's get out and do some fishing.
I'm walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul.
Alright, so we're on the board. Not a big fish, 14.50, but I switched over to the swim jig, and in my like third or fourth cast, I got like 3 or 4 hits, and I caught this guy. So we're going to let him go first of all, and then we're going to keep swimming the quarter ounce dirty jigs for next jig. Usually does good in here, so let's see if we can get a limit. Alright, let's get back to fishing. Another one in the net. This one's 17.25. Same thing, swimming that jig. So it's not even 6 o'clock. I got 2 fish in the boat, one decent one. So let's try and get our limit before. Alright guys, so if you look at this situation right here, we got a nice shaded shoreline to our left with some overhanging branches. We got some open water, and then we got a grass edge to our right. I'm taking one bait, this swim jig right here, and I'm able to skip it up underneath the overhanging branches like this to kind of get sort of a reaction strike any fish that might be hanging out underneath the overhanging trees. Then I'm making nice casts to open water and slowly swimming the jig. That's how we got most of our bites today. And then I could also come over here to the right and kind of work that weed edge. And if I really wanted to, with this 1/4 ounce jig, I could swim it right over the top, kind of like working a frog. or a horny toad or something like that. So as you can see, I'm taking one bait and making multiple presentations, and I'm keeping one rod in my hand and I'm making multiple casts. And then once I key in on where they are, so let's say they're underneath the overhanging branches, I keep getting bit over there, now I got my pattern, I can focus on that. But in the meantime, I'm covering multiple different angles to kind of see where the fish is at. This is one of my ways of breaking down a lake, and it you know, it's paid off in the past. So I just wanted to share that information with you guys. Yeah, buddy. Solid. Yeah, buddy. Nice solid fish, 19.25. Working on the solid limit here, so I'm gonna put her back and keep fishing. Look at the belly on this girl. She's eating, man. All right. Back in the water, girl. What's up, brother? You did? I just got a nice one too. 19.25. 19.25.
I'm happy to be on the board.
Oh yeah, I got my limit now.
Yeah, you gotta be leading with that.
Yeah, yeah. Perch was leading with a couple 12s and an 18. I got a 19.25 a 17.25 and a 14.50. Yeah, not bad. If I want to call out that 14, I'll be happy.
Yeah, I'm happy to get the 14.
Yeah. I was just about to paddle out of here too, and in my head I'm like, reach the bank. I'm like, at least reach the bank with one cast. I'm like, there could be a 4-pounder sitting right there. I cast in, boom, 4-pounder. Yeah, first cast. Here we go. Got another one. Oh, this is just another solid fish. Damn, son. There we go. I don't think it's the same fish, is it? Nope, different fish. Definitely different because of the tail. Oh, easy, girl. Easy, easy. Huh? I'd say so. Yeah, yeah. That's another solid one. Another solid fish, boys and girls. Another solid one. There we go. 2 casts later, boom, a 19. Another 19-inch fish. So this is a solid one too. Right in the same spot. They're tucked in the shade. We got some running water here. So I'm going to sit here for a couple minutes. I'm going to let this girl go. And I'm going to pick this area apart. I just caught 2 decent fish. So I'm going to sit here and work it for a while. I just called out that 14. So I got 19 and a quarter and 19 and a 17.50. So let's see if we could call out that 17-inch fish. All right, if not, I'll still pretty solid limit anyway. So, all right, I'll check in with you guys in a minute. Let's get back to fishing.
Everybody's here, so glad everybody survived the heat and no heat strokes and whatnot. And
It was hot.
it was hot.
It's getting hotter, so
Yep,
keep hydrating.
absolutely. So 3rd place with 41 3/4 was myself.
Yeah, buddy.
For, second place with 44 inches even, Mr. Matt Perch.
Oh yeah. Yeah, perch.
Good job, bro.
Thanks, man. And in first place with 55.5 inches, El Presidente.
El Presidente.
Thanks, man.
You're on fire, man.
Yeah, man, it was a good day. Definitely a good day. I had fun.
Yep. 19 and a half, right?
19 and a quarter.
Oh, 19 and a quarter. Yep. $110.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, buddy.
10 bucks.
Now you're only $4,992 away from your hobby.
Hey, we're chipping away at it, right? All right, guys, so here's the tourney recap. So it's safe to say we definitely redeemed ourselves for that lost footage of Manasquan Reservoir. Those back-to-back 19s were beautiful. Paid off. I had a solid limit and ended up taking the win. I'm really happy. So let's go over the baits that we first selected. It seemed to be that the swim jig was a good choice. Swimming it through those lanes in the grass, it seemed to be like that was where most of the fish were. I think that grass was a little too choked out to really have the bass sit underneath it comfortably. I know it grew right to the bottom and it was just extremely thick. I don't think they felt comfortable in there. That's why I think they were on the outside edge of it, swimming in the lanes between it. So I punched for a while also without a bite, and then threw a frog over the top of a lot of it, and no blow up. So it seems like the swim jig was a good choice. And then when we got down over by the waterfall, the only adjustment that I made that I didn't show you guys, I was throwing a 4-inch Zoom finesse worm with a little Neko rig weight in it. Nothing fancy, but I made those back-to-back casts and caught those 19-inch fish on it. So it was definitely a good choice. So that about wraps up this tournament video. Like I said, you know, the deal seemed to be the swim jig. I kind of had a feeling that might be the way to go. So we had the right bait and the right presentation. So that being said, we got Monksville Reservoir coming up in a couple weeks. I've never fished that reservoir before, so I'm going to show you guys how I go online, what I look for to research a body of water I've never fished before. So we'll prep for that, and then we'll make a bait, make bait selections, and I'll let you guys know why I chose these baits based on the research that I did. Then we'll go out and we'll fish, and then we'll do a tourney recap on that. And then between now and then, I plan on doing 1 or 2 gear reviews, and hopefully get some feedback from you guys, and let me know what kind of videos you guys want us to put out. All right, guys, that's going to wrap up the video. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I hope you guys like the new format for the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video. All right, tight lines.